Welcome back to Dirt to Daytona, folks. We have got Dover International Speedway, and we are on an incredible win streak right now. So the goal is, whatever it takes, to get another victory in a row. We have met our sponsorship goal, even though it doesn't matter. It's still a nice goal to meet. But my overall goal would be to have 23 top 5 finishes. And I believe we have to get every single race in the top 5 to achieve that amount. So anyway, let me get out there, do what I do, and we'll see you at qualifying. We did a couple laps, and we were faster than everybody so far. All right, here we go down the front stretch for our qualifying lap. We're hoping to get a nice run out of 2. Felt pretty good. Driving in kind of deep into 3. We made some adjustments to the back end. Just tightened it up 1 notch. Well, it doesn't matter. Even with hitting that wall at the end, we still have the lead in qualifying right now. And we have the lead overall. Fantastic. Yeah, that was odd. We actually got loose at the back end coming out. We'll have to monitor that. I did make an adjustment to tighten that up. I'll show it to you right now. In miscellaneous, I made the rear sway bar was at 650. I made it 600 to tighten up the back end. Lower for that tightens up the back end. Higher for the front sway bar tightens up the front end. And I lowered the brake bias a little bit so I can tap the brakes and not have the car try to shoot straight up the hill. The lower the number, the more it's balanced between the front and the back brakes. Therefore, the car will turn more, although it'll also make it more unstable under high braking pressure. And if you have it higher, expect to brake in a straight line. You're not going to be able to turn that much as you'll lock them up pretty hard. I do use that brake bias being higher when I'm on short tracks, tend to, because I'll brake on the straightaway more than the corners.
Hello and welcome to Dover International Speedway in Delaware's capital. This mile-long concrete oval houses some of the most intense racing in NASCAR today. Some of the biggest crowds on the eastern seaboard flock to the Monster Mile to see the best drivers in the world battle door to door.
Key here is getting a good start.
Going green. There's the green flag. Car high. All clear.
I know that although we have tended to get out front, I know we've had lots of battles with like the top 3 in the past. And of course we're on cold tires right now, so we also have to watch that. As you saw, we got kind of sideways coming out of 2. So just really want to be able to maybe get a little bit of a gap here, and then we can focus on slowing it down, cooling off the tires, things like that. First things first, we just got to separate ourselves from the crowd. And I'm not sure how easy that is going to be. See, that's what I'm talking about right there. That is exactly what I was worried about. You mess that corner up at all, and then they're right back on you. All right. Just got to get with it as we'll lose first place to Mark Martin. Drake races down the backstretch. Regain the lead temporarily. Getting loose. Looser than I would expect we would. And Martin gets a better drive off having that inside position. See if I can do anything about that here. Nope. We never really got a good angle of attack there, so we'll try to cross inside of him. He's going to go high. We'll come into it low. And, of course, do what we can to stay down without hitting the apron.
That was a great lap.
And we ended up with a very good lap. Tony Stewart drops way back. Looks like he's sitting in 6th place now. We had no contact with him or anything, so that was odd. And Mark Martin appears to have slowed way down as Dale Earnhardt Jr. has taken the 2nd spot. And I feel like that has more to do with the fact that both of those cars started running on the outside, higher up on the track than the cars that have passed him in Earnhardt and Wallace. We raced Wallace for probably 5 laps during our practice session. I mean, we put him away. So with those 2 cars being second and third place, I feel pretty good about it. We've got 200 laps. Whoop, that was bad. Holy crap. 200 laps, and I didn't even get a chance to pay attention. Well, it's 50 probably. I want to say 50 since we've done 7 laps. Probably 50 in the tank. 3-stop race. I really should have looked at that before and not while I'm in the middle of racing, but we've got over a second lead, so that's okay. And pit road here is crazy. It's crazy outside of this game. It's crazy in this game. And I totally just messed that corner up. So you see Wallace, who has taken second place, definitely closed the gap on us. I kind of need to get into a bit of a groove here, as I've not been. And I know I'm just going to show you I'm absolutely destroying my tires right now trying to get, or my front right tire trying to get this lead. But then after it's all said and done, we'll slow down a little bit, especially in traffic, and cool these tires down. In fact, I could probably just let off earlier, and maybe we'll be better off that way. I'm not quite sure yet. But when you have tires that are smoking like that, or your front white, you really have to be worried about getting loose coming off. And so I'm doing what I can to let off the steering as I'm coming out of the corner and let the car just fade up the track without any other cars around us. We can do that. But we pushed it pretty hard at the very beginning. And as you can see, we've put Earnhardt, Marlin, and Atwood now in 5th place. So Kenseth has dropped back as well. We put them about 2 seconds back or more. So we're doing quite well thus far, but we've got to run 50 laps. And we're already showing a fair amount of wear on that front right tire, so we do need to monitor how we're driving with that. And actually, let me take a look and see if it's still... see what I can do here to maybe help this. Yeah, we're coming out a little cooler than we were before. And now I just want to... yeah, no, we're... yeah, if I could cool them off, I think I could get it to maintain around where I need to, but I also don't want to give any time up to Wallace there. Junior has dropped off. He is way back now. Harvick has moved up. Labonte has moved up. Atwood is gone. We've got quite a lot of shuffling going on behind us as we continue to drive as hard as we can into the wall. No, just kidding. As we can to put some separation between us and second place. That showed up. That was a pretty solid hit on the wall there. Oh, I always do it. Oh, we've got John Wood in the pits, probably with some mechanical issues. Not great for that team. Unfortunate to hear that. I mean, we're barely 15 laps into the race, and he's already retired, or at least going to be out for the foreseeable future. With us, we've got 33 at the line. Well, we're saving a little bit, I guess, but right around 33 laps. We're going to speed it up. It's the first run. We've got a 2-second lead over second place, so we might as well get things going here. And we'll be back at it with you on the mic when we are pitting for the first time, or the caution comes out. If it comes out too early, we won't be pitting. You guys know how it goes. You've watched my videos before, and if you haven't, well, welcome. What I do is when I speed it up, you guys get to see the whole race. I just do a 3x speed up for the times where I'm not going to talk and put a little music to it, and then we come back when there's a caution or when I'm pitting. So that's what's about to happen right now. We'll be back on the mic with you with what I just explained.
yellow's out.
Of course. So you saw there was a spin. Thankfully, we were able to avoid it. We got 13 in the tank. We'll probably go around a couple times, so we'll pit. It's going to put us a little off, which kind of sucks, but it is the right thing to do, so that's what we're going to do. And we'll be back with you after the caution. I think it was Steve Park who spun out. Don't know if he had mechanical issue or a tire or something, but he was not in a good spot. All right, here we go.
Going green. There's the
We
green
pit.
flag.
Obviously, a lot of cars did not pit. And therefore, we have fresh and cold, ice-cold tires, and cars around us have worn stuff, except for the 4 cars that pit with us that are lead lap cars. So,
Car high.
whoa, 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 whoa. All right,
Clear high.
that happened. I think I want to go high because the inside lane is actually the slower lane. And if I can get out on the, above everybody, we might be okay.
All
As
clear.
long as
Car
Ward
low.
Burton doesn't run into us, which... Okay, that worked.
Stay high. Still
Okay.
there.
Ooh, that was tight.
Car low.
Driving up to the front of the pack.
Car low.
Or trying. Trying to stay off the wall,
Car
too.
low.
Well, that didn't work, but we're okay. We're okay. It was very
there.
mild.
All clear. Car low.
Oh, come on.
Car low.
Oh, that was bad.
Car low.
Well, now there's 4 wide because Mark Martin is living up here, so I'm just going to push Marlin and try to get through.
Cars headed into the pit.
That wasn't great, but we're okay. We're okay. I'm not even going to look at the damage. Car's driving fine.
Clear high.
We dented fenders and stuff, but we didn't, I don't think we did any wheel issues or anything.
Car headed pitted. Clear high.
And we're back in the lead.
Car low.
Handful of laps.
All clear.
I thought that our front right wheel might have gotten damaged when I kind of tailed in and then hit the front right on that wall. Did that little slap into the wall, but what? You know what, Laguerre? You didn't have the spot over Borland, so why you decided to move up the track right as I was coming up behind you was not a great feeling, but whatever. All those cars are going to pit, and then the cars that were with us are going to be caught, or not caught up to us, but they'll be the cars that are closest to us. I don't know if this is going to be a 1 lap down for Kenseth or a 2 if I catch him. Might be 2. He might be on. He might be already be a lap down. I don't know. I'm not sure what happens on this track specifically. But Rudd was the one of the cars that pit with us. So was, I believe, Skinner. Andretti was one as well. I'm not sure if Blaney was one of them. How are our tires doing? Oh, they're spicy. Just the front right. There goes Tony Stewart. Martin, Atwood. You know. Wallace.
Car low. All clear.
A lot of traffic to work around in hopes that people are able to get off of pit road clean and not bring up any kind of caution again. Although if it did, I would probably pit again just to be ahead of the game. Right now we're behind it by 10 laps, which isn't great. And we are tight with that front right being messed up. So next time a caution does come out, we will be pitting. Mike Skinner got around Ricky Rudd. That's interesting.
Car low. All clear.
Don't appreciate that very much. Might have been me. I was looking at him, which meant I drove down probably on him. But we survived. See if we can do this right. No, we're pretty messed up. That wasn't bad, but as you can see, we got Junior catching us, and he wasn't even in competition with us before we damaged that front right wheel. Like, he was around us in the beginning of the race, and we drove away from him pretty handedly. Whiteman and Enoch. I think Enoch had pit with us as well. I wonder if Whiteman had pit with us, because they are the cars that are in 4th and 5th place, which is kind of awesome for them.
All clear.
Yeah, we are definitely super tight from that damage to the right side.
All clear.
Got a good drive off that time, though. I'm not really paying attention to Skinner and Rudd. I'm paying attention to Junior and Harvick. I think Harvick will get us on the inside this time. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe. Not sure. Well, we're pushing it super hard to stay in front of him, assuming he's just one lap down. And if he gets back on the lap, you know, and we have to pit because we got to pit,
Carlo.
then it's just not great for us. He's gonna get it. I'm not trying to fight him. I'm just trying to kind of use him. Going around the corner. Yes, I know. Not something you would do in anything other than a video game. We are driving away from Skinner a bit. We are still smoking the front right, but we actually can't smoke it as much as we were before because we can't take the corner as fast, so that part's okay. Driving away from Enoch Labonte up in 4th place, which means that Whiteman is dropped off. There's Sadler, so I wonder if Enoch and Whiteman actually did have to pit and they just were able to hold it out for a lot longer. Everyone else kind of pit pretty quick after the caution, so maybe it is 48 laps per. I didn't really pay attention again even when we went in, but I don't think I remember seeing 50. I think it did say 48 laps. So I think it might be a four-stop race.
The yellow's out.
Well, it's not going to matter now because we will pit. And if I can get around Harvick, that'd be great. I don't know if they slow down on Dover. Yep.
Still there.
They do. So Kenseth will be on the lead lap, but the rest of them should be a lap down. And we're going to pit because we were off cycle, and it's 49. There you see it.
Get set. The race is going green. There's the green flag.
One moment, please. I wonder if I can trip. No.
Carlo.
Stuck behind 2 triple-digit cars. One inside, one outside. Rusty Wallace. Give me any room to sneak on in there. Not that he had to, but it would have been nice. Would have been nice. Of course, he's trying to stay on the lead lap, so I do understand why he didn't do it. Crap, that wasn't intentional.
You're all clear.
We obviously pit because we had the front right damage to the wheel, and it was affecting us really bad.
All clear.
I don't know how much that might have affected me. All right, we're fine. Got to get around Ricky Rudd and Kenny Schrader and Labonte. We're
still there.
We need to get around a couple cars. But Rusty Wallace is a car that is not on the lead lap, of course, only because they got trapped a lap down. That's not my fault. I don't know why they didn't pit with us when we pit the first time. It's weird, but they didn't. So here we are. Second place, starting to work our way up towards Ricky Rudd. What do we have in the tank? 44. Hopefully another caution doesn't come out, so we have the opportunity to catch him and pass him and catch these cars that are technically, well, Rusty Wallace is still a lap down. He's behind Rudd. But Marlon, Martin, Jr., and Harvick are all on the back end of the lead lap right now. So here we go. Push it a little bit harder than I was to catch Rudd and hopefully to be able to get around. We're going to get to the inside here. We're going to get a good run. I feel it. I can feel it. Boom.
Still there.
Told you.
You're all
Felt good
clear.
the way that I ended up going up high. I just felt like we were going to get a really good high speed run off and be able to come back down. And it worked. Starting to catch up to Rudd a little bit here. Starting to catch up to Rudd a lot more here. We've got these 4 other cars, so I really do want to get in front of them before a caution does come out. I don't want to compete. If I can avoid competing, I mean, I will drive away from them. I did before. Tony Stewart was our biggest competition. I don't know where he even is. He must be caught way in the back right now. I knew he was a lap down from pitting, but he could be up here with these 4 and be back on the lead lap, you know? Gotta get around Rudd. All about the timing of when I get back on the gas so I can get to his inside, which we have successfully accomplished. And there we go. He got to enjoy the lead for just a little while. And now it's been taken from him. During that time of catching him, we put Schrader 3 seconds down. Looks like Harvick, who was leading this group of 4, kind of lost it. Lost some of his speed or something. I'm going to stay on the outside here.
Stay high. Still there.
Had to get on the brakes a little bit, and that's going to cost me unless I get a good run off. Which I didn't. I didn't get a great run off there.
Still there.
Got a good run in there, and we ended up managing to hold that corner very well. Junior now back on the I'm a lap down. These guys might actually be a lap down right now, and they're actually 2 laps down if I pass them. I don't know how that works on this track. But if I can get them 8 laps down, I will, you know?
Still there.
So we pit for 2 reasons. Obviously, the front right wheel damage. The other reason being we were not in sync with... We were still going to have to stop the same amount of times that we would have... Basically, the first pit stop we made was not enough to remove an actual requirement for a pit stop here. So we just pit, then, and now we are like, I think 10 laps to the good. So if we want to pit a couple laps early even because we have high tire wear from driving too hard, which we do on this track, we can do that. And Harvick is back leading that little group. I'm just going to be a little more patient with him.
Clear high.
Well, that was dumb. It was a minor touch, but it was dumb. Couldn't get to his inside comfortably. Where are we at here? Okay. Yeah, when I touched the wall, we got a little bit of side damage again, so that's stupid. Oops.
Still there.
Sometimes when you let off the gas and you turn, the car just turns hard. Got a little bit of contact there. I think on this run we'll be able to just clear him. Maybe not. Shoot, we did not get any turn down when I did that. That's crazy. We'll try it again. Whoa. I got a good solid tap on him. That was crazy. I didn't think I even had that decent of a run there. If I can stay tight on him and get on the gas, we'll get to his fender and we'll pass him.
Stay low. Still there.
Fender.
Clear high.
Pass. Drive away. Putting him laps down again. Fantastic. And while doing that, Ricky Rudd is now 5 seconds back because we are amazing. How long did that take? Wow, 14 laps, though, to get in front of all of them from the last time I looked at it. Got 30 left in the tank on this second run. And we have no competition for position right now, so we're going to go ahead and speed it up again. We'll be back with you when we are pitting for the second time. Well, Actually, technically, it's the third pit stop for us, but it's the second full run. That's where I'm at. I think we'll pit this time around.
Car high.
We're just losing so much time on everybody. I think we'll just pit. Seems like the right thing to do.
Slow down.
Well, we might have just got a black flag, too. I was on it as hard as I could, but that's me. That's on me. I cannot believe we did not end up with a black flag there. Honestly, that never should have happened. We hit pit road at 41 miles an hour. But we'll take it. Ricky Rudd coming up on us fast. Well, fast enough.
Car high.
That was on me for
Clear high.
staying out too long. Really just pushing the car too hard. But it's okay. We stayed out so much longer than them that we're just that much farther ahead of them now.
Car low.
Now I have cold tires, so I have to get my car warmed back up so I can start passing these guys again. want to get... Well, I understand why they're running there. That's a preferred line, but it's like right in the middle, so I don't feel comfortable unless I have a really good run diving on their inside like that. We'll get to it now.
Still there.
Ride it through.
Clear.
Perfect. Yeah, Ricky Rudd, he gained on us quite a bit there. We were slowing down so much at the end of that run. And that's something I can work on now. With all the traffic around, I can slow up a little earlier, preserve the heat in the tires, and hopefully have less tire wear at the end of this part of the run, because we didn't do great there. We have one more stop left.
Still there.
And
Clear
anything
high.
under 50 laps really is going to be good for us to pit. So we need to get about 38 more laps before we pit. And we've got 45 in the tank, so we have plenty of gas in the car to get us there. Even if we pit, in 42 laps or so, we'll still be fine. I don't want to pit too early, obviously, after the 38 mark, because 50 laps to go, you saw what just happened was we lost a lot at the end of the race, or at the end of our run. You probably did. I had it sped up, but we slowed down a lot. We had a lot of cars, fresh stuff that were passing us, but we couldn't hold it to them at all at that point, and that was the problem. Now, if these cars that only pit under green still end up only pitting under green throughout the whole race, like we don't have another caution or anything, then they're going to be running on completely
Still there.
old stuff at the end of their run. And that's a big deal, but I don't know if it actually translates.
You're all clear.
They just come off a pit road. They stop and go. It's so quick that you would think that they would still have the old tires, but then they seem to come out and run at the same speed as I do if I come out with a full service pit stop. So I'm not sure how that's going to work out. We'll find out as the race continues to progress. We're starting to finally kind of put some space back between us and the other cars. We got Labonte and Dreddy right here. Labonte up a little ways. Put them a lap down. Kenny Schrader, he's 6 seconds from being a lap down, so we'll probably drive them a lap down. Not sure we'll be able to get to Ricky Rudd in time. One of the bigger questions comes when Rudd and them do pit. Are they pitting with more than 50 to go, or are they going to get in under 50 to go? If they get in under 50 to go, they're done pitting for the race. But if they end up pitting with, say, 52 or 53 to go, they won't make it. So if they save, they'll just be running much slower, and then they'd make it. But if they're running that much slower, it doesn't matter to me at all. We're definitely not playing the fuel strategy here. All we're doing is running and hopefully getting to at least 50 to go before anything happens. If a caution comes out with 50 to go, we pit. If a caution doesn't come out before, or caution comes out before then, we will not pit.
Still there.
It just makes no sense for us to pit at that point. Putting some good separation between us and Ricky Rudd. How are we doing on the tires? I know they're hot, but they're not as hot as they've been. I know if I slow way down, I'm fine, but if I slow down, they catch me. So I'd rather burn up my tires. Just like I said, I'm hoping I'm able to get the whole run done so that our last run isn't a full run. That's all.
All clear.
And then we can drive as hard as we want because it doesn't matter at that point. Here's Terry Labonte. He's about to potentially be going down that lap. Well, maybe not this time around because we've got... Whoa, we just got real loose. We're okay. Everything's okay. Barely touched him.
Still there.
Bennett didn't even show up. Yeah, that front end is always green. Once you damage it, it never gets completely fixed. So that was obviously an accident with Robbie Gordon, or incident. But he's fine. I'm fine. Everyone's fine. I'm going to dive in deep here, though. Tap the brakes a little bit. Get back on it. And there we go. On to Kenny Schrader. I don't think we can put Rudd a lap down by driving around him, but definitely can get to Kenny Schrader and put him a lap down. He's only 3 seconds in front of us right now. And I actually think that all the other cars are like 3, potentially even 4 laps down from us. Oh, no, because I pit under green, so they're back to 2. 1 and 2 laps down from us until they pit again. And it would be crazy if they pit again with like 55 to go or something, because then they definitely 55, 56. They should. Honestly, if a green doesn't come out, or a green, if a caution doesn't come out, they should be pitting with about 60 to go. Meaning they got to at least go all the way down pit road at 35 miles an hour. And then even just getting a stop and go for fuel is going to cost them that much more time.
Clear high.
20 seconds probably, 30 seconds maybe, I don't know. Caution comes out though, I bet they pit, knowing they have to pit one more time anyway. At least that's what I would do in their situation.
Still there. All clear.
There's good old Kenny Schrader. We have caught back up to him. And we work on putting him a lap down as well. A good run off.
Still there.
And
All
wonderful.
clear.
Just wonderful. We got an 11-second lead on Ricky Rudd now. We've definitely put that gap between us and him again, which is nice. And I'm slowing it down a little bit more, going around that corner just to see if I can. Let's kind of see if we can get these cooled off some. Yeah, we can. Just doing this, eventually we'll be under temperature, and that's going to slow the wear way down. And even if I do it for 5 laps, it's going to make all the difference in the end. Yeah, see. I can do it. I just have to pay attention to how far ahead I am on Ricky Rudd. But if I do this and we stay 12 seconds ahead of Rudd, I feel completely fine doing this. Honestly, well, now we're 13, so I don't know. Maybe he's saving too. Well, maybe he's saving. We're just saving our tires. We have quite an extensive lead over a number of cars, so we don't really have a need to push the car anymore like we were. And if we can run out the entire run, like I said earlier, puts us in the best possible position at the end of this race to be able to run full speed if we have to. I think that was Bobby Labonte, either that or Hermie Sadler, blown engine in the pit. Unfortunate for them. We'll take another look when we get around this time.
The car head is pitting.
Got some cars pitting now already. Is that Chris Enoch? Nope. Steve Park pitting. Who is that? Oh, that's Hermie Sadler. So the 02 car. Oh, Ricky Rudd pit? That doesn't make sense. He's basically on the same schedule we are, and I've got 26 left in the tank, which means there's 16 left. He's going to have to pit again, unless Rudd had something wrong with his car, because otherwise he has to pit again. He is not on pit. Or is that him right there? Oh, yeah, he might be down. He might be done for. Unfortunate for that crew, too. They had a really strong car. They were running second place. And that puts us in front of everybody by a full lap, at least.
Stay low. Still there. Clear high.
And a number of these cars you're going to see drop to 2 laps down until we pit for our last time. So we've slowed down about 7/10 of a lap, maybe more even. Just not needing to push it hard. Just want to keep this car okay. What do we have? 24 in the tank. We're going to stay out with you guys because if we have a huge lead at the end, we're just going to run it out and come back with like 5 to go. So we'll stick with you guys for the rest of this run while we kind of maneuver around the traffic and get an idea of what everyone's doing for their pit strategies. There's Kenny Schrader. We had just put him a lap down, and now he's probably 3 laps down because I'm pretty sure you lose 2 laps. Matter of fact, I'm positive you lose 2 laps because of how many cars were on the lead lap with us when we came out of the pit.
Still there.
We can do a little sneaky right here between these guys.
Car
Just truly the only car I'm concerned about, even probably on this entire track, is Chris Enoch for the way he drives. He's much more aggressive. I've said it before, and you kind of see it. He won't always cause issues, but he definitely, you get around him, it's his line, his track. That's how it seems. Get around him, and he'll just not budge an inch if you need to get around him on the outside or inside or whatever. And does things like move up when you're on the outside, move down hard when you're on the inside of him. Of course, now he's running straight in the middle of the track, so we might be able to just get around him. I don't know. We'll see what the personality does this time. Well, now we got the Fanta car down low, so we can't really do anything unless I time this right now, which I did. Bye.
Stay low. Still there. All clear.
Little brake tap. Get ourselves lined up with the corner and a nice drive off, and no incident with Chris Enoch. Perfect. 12 laps left until we're in the fuel window, but 22 laps left on this run. How are we doing on tire wear? Yeah, we're actually doing great, considering we've been we're beyond halfway on this set, and we're just a little beyond halfway on our laps, so it's okay.
The car headed pitted.
I wasn't, for the last few laps, I wasn't paying attention, and I was driving it pretty normal. So we're going to go back to backing up the corners really a lot, slowing it down into the 120s. We'll probably get passed by some of the cars that come fresh off of pit road that are fast if they're around us. I'm okay with that. They're many laps down from us just because of where we are. Barring any damage or a black flag, I don't have to worry about anything when we go on a pit road either. This time I'm going to pull off, and I'm going to try to go slower, faster. Quicker. I'm going to try to go slower, quicker, because we got on, and once we kind of had everything settled up, we really messed up. Okay, we got cars pitting with 59 to go, and those cars are going to have to stop one more time. That was Tony Stewart, Mark Martin, and all of them. So that kind of answers that. There's Matt Kenseth. He's a lap down. He's not going to be on our list anymore, on our screen anymore, I mean. He hasn't been on our list for a long time. We used to always have problems with him. And again, maybe it's my fault back in the day when I wasn't driving the way I drive now. But it's always fun to make up the stories. Little role-playing there.
The 97 car is headed into the pit.
Kurt Busch going into the pit. Elliott Sadler, Mike Skinner, still just a lap down from us. They'll pit right before we do, likely. Got 7 laps to go before we're technically in the good. And the only reason why I'm saying that is if a caution comes out, we'll pit at that point. Otherwise, we're running this thing until the wheels basically fall off or we're out of gas, whichever comes first. Last time, the wheel fell off, basically. They were like, watch your tires, and then I was going really, really slow around the track because I couldn't turn, which wasn't fun. Got the Fanta car, and we got Borland in front of us. There it is, Kenny Schrader, 5th place, 3 laps down. So he was a lap down, so that just further proves that it's you lose 2 laps when you go on a pit road for a full service.
Clear low.
Which makes sense. Basically, Rudd will be in 2nd place. Once Skinner and Sadler pit, they'll be in 2nd place to us. And he'll be the only one. It should be myself. Actually, it'll be Schrader. Schrader should stay in the spot he's in. He'll be a lap down, or maybe he'll be right on the tail end of the lead lap like he was last time. So there might be a handful of cars that actually end up just in front of us on the lead lap, but way back on the lead lap. Got 12 in the tank. Those tires looking not quite in the hot red yet, but yeah, we're not doing great on them. Not doing too great with the tires, so that part sucks, but oh well. And see if I can just Get down to like the 120s and then drive off and keep the... That's not what I need. Oh yeah, that was actually what I needed. Yeah, see, we're keeping them cool now. I slow it up before I go into the corner at all and then drop it way down. Schrader, who just took his pit stop, he'll pass us, and that's what I was saying. These guys are going to pass, but that's okay. As long as we're able to get through this on full fuel, we'll be fine. I'd like to, at the bare minimum, pit with 45 to go, if there's not a caution. That would be the best, or the worst for us under green. But I think 9 in the tank. I think 40 would be a good spot for us to be in. What we got? 50. Yeah, so what? 42 probably would be the best that we could pit at. And if he starts telling me to watch my tires and I start to lose a bunch of time, maybe I'll pit again. But as it stands right now, nah. Schrader is technically going to be... Well, there's... Rudd must be a lot closer to us than... Because Schrader's right there. Right about being 3 laps down. We're in the window now. We only had those 2 early cautions in the race. It's been a clean race otherwise. A lot of tire marks on the track, like from cars sliding out and stuff. Mainly coming out of 2 there, it looked like. But whatever, here we are. Doing the thing. There's Mike Skinner. 2 laps down now, so he'll be 3, maybe even 4 laps down. Mark Martin looking to get a lap back. Good for him. I can't keep up. I mean, there's nobody can. At the end of their lap, or at the end of their runs, I'm flying up on them as well, so it's fine.
Carlo.
Chris Enoch, a little ding to his fender when he went by us. 2 for us, at least 2 laps for us, otherwise 5 left, right? Yeah.
The car head is pitted.
We'll see how it goes. We'll see. Who's pitting? Oh, is that Elliott Sadler right there? No, Atwood just pit.
Watch those tires.
Shut up. We have plenty. Well, we don't. I'm going to try to bring it around 2 more times, and then we'll pit. Oh, we'll just watch the tire. If it gets all the way, we'll pit. If it doesn't, we'll stay out. I don't know. We're not torching him anymore. Because we physically can't. We can't drive that fast around the track right now, or we'll just run into a wall. All right, we're at the bare minimum right now. But I really want to get to 42 or so. I think we can get around 2 more times. What do we have left in the tank? 3? Yeah, I think we can get around 2 more times. It matters, because we can easily drive past all these cars again. Elliott Sadler hasn't pit yet. That's why he's driving as slow as us.
Carlo.
All right, we're going to go around this last time, and then we'll pit.
Carlo.
Sadler, geez, if he stays out, he's going to blow his tire. You can tell, because he's driving as slow as we are. There we go. We are absolutely pitting this time around. I'm just going to keep it high up on the track. Mind you, most of these cars still have to pit.
Car high.
There we go. No, get back down there. Do not do that. All right.
Slow down.
Look at us. Look at us. All right. Last bit of driving to go. Hold on. Gotta get on the track without getting busted up. There we go. There's Rudd. I can see him on my rear view. And there's Sadler, too. But, oh. Gotta remember I can drive as fast as I want now. Haha, that was almost hit the apron. We definitely don't want that. All right, we came out. We're still in the lead. So even if a caution does come out, I don't care. Ricky Rudd, he's on fresh stuff. We're faster than him, but he's on fresh stuff. All right, we went that whole run without a speed up. 40 left. We have the lead. We just have to keep driving around these cars, but no excitement right now. If there's a caution, we'll come back. Otherwise, we're going to speed it up till about 5 left in the race. And we'll kind of give a race recap at that point. Caution comes out, and I'm going to pit because I was screwing around with Borland, and he wasn't giving an inch, and any of you guys that are new, the controls are super sensitive, so I can't really make fine moves.
Still there.
Jeez, I'm going to pit anyway now. Jackass. Anyway, we'll pit. Hopefully we come out in first.
Get set. The race is going green.
Hold on 1 second here.
There's the green flag.
Why are you halfway up the track when you could be running the low lane, Andretti? Like, that makes no sense to me. Now you get to ride. Oh, he tapped me. He tapped me. It moved me up the track.
Car high, clear low.
How we doing? How we doing here? We're all right.
You're all clear.
These cars are all lapped down. I still need to be clear of them or have a clear drive. And Kenseth is fast. There we go. Get around Sadler. Got on the inside of the car who brought out the caution. Yeah, why are you running? He was running way lower than the line that well, it's not way lower, but it's low enough to screw me over. Oops. I was watching him more than I was watching myself there. Get out of my way, fool. Fool.
Clear high.
And we've cleared the back. Oh no. We had some contact, that's for sure. I mean, we didn't wreck anyone. It was just rubbing. And you guys know that answer. Yes, sirree, Bob. Rubbing is racing. We don't have to worry about the tires whatsoever now. We can ride it as fast as we want to, as we went down pit road with like 30-something left. 25 left in the race. We'll be back with you on the mic with about 5 to go.
go.
And we got 5 left. You know, I've been not pushing it too hard, although according to my front right tire I have. We got a 3-second lead over Ricky Rudd. He's kind of gained on us about 1.5 seconds, actually, from the most that he was down on us. But Kenny Schrader hasn't, so it tends to make me think that he's overdriving as hard as he can. Ricky Rudd, I mean. So, and I actually think, judging by what just happened there, he may have run out of juice on overdriving the car because we just gained 0.3 on him. What are you doing, dude? You're 28 million laps down. Don't get in my freaking way. Of course. Of course.
Still there.
I don't want to wreck him because I don't want the caution to come out. That's just annoying. But I really wanted to wreck him. I was just like,
2 to go.
you make me so angry. Two laps left in this race as we look to continue our dominance and get yet another victory in a row. And honestly, it wasn't any kind of a slouch race. A couple things happened right for us, and that was a big part of it. Pitting at the, well, and that's really what made the whole difference. If everyone else followed the strategy, I was like, what the hell? What was that? Hold on. Well, I just lost steering and went flying up into the wall. Wow, that was really weird, but okay. We won!
Great job.
That was odd, but we'll take that. Anyway, yeah, very interesting race. Had they just pit the first stint, they should have pit. There was no reason not to. Top 5, Tony Savoy, Ricky Rudd, Kenny Schrader, good for him, Matt Kenseth, and Kevin Harvick. Tony Stewart, our second place competition in the standings, finished 11th. And cars that were running, Owen Justice, the 131 that got in our way there, he was actually running 7 laps down, 6 at the time that he started to get in our way. Tony Savoy already in first place in the standings, widened the margin between first and second with a victory at Dover. Savoy with 14 wins this season now leads Tony Stewart by 386 points. 14 wins, 16 top 5s. Next closest, of course, Tony Stewart with 11 top 5s. In the next episode, we have Kansas Speedway. And we look to continue our utter dominance at the end of this season. We've all but locked up the Cup Championship in our final year. And I'll show you. Not that anybody ever says anything because you know how I feel about it. And I would never change anything. But there you have it. Legend AI Strength Endurance Race Full Damage 2 times wear all flags. So there it is. We don't change it. We just have gotten that much better. Got 31 million in the bank as well. You guys don't see that because it doesn't matter anymore, so I don't talk about it. But anyway, Kansas Speedway next episode, folks. I want to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.